Hello everyone, my name is Winter and I play Charity on the podcast. Welcome to episode 46 and part 2 of the crossover. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you after the episode.
Alrighty, everybody, welcome back.
Meanwhile, still blind.
So sorry.
It's alright. I can't do much. And she's just going to. I don't even know. The most she can do is like. Alright, she did position herself with like her back towards the alley. She's just gonna yell back. It's like, get out of here! Come on, go! Don't mind us. Be right.
Okay, so she's calling to them to move.
Yeah, to just like get out of here.
Right.
And I can still shoot while blinded. Season on if it fails any ability check that requires sight. Yeah, I can still shoot, but I have disadvantage. So I'm going to try and aim high and hopefully shoot the core of the body.
Well, let's hope.
I hope so. And pew.
Oh,
Oh,
hit. 11 piercing damage.
I'll be honest, as even though we're fighting this thing, I was still hoping for just a miss, and it says, "Ma'am, that's a wall."
I was kind of hoping that too. Like, no, guys. Just shoot into the crowd.
Or
And Maggie yells from inside the monster, "You told me to not fuck up!"
This is my fault. This is my fault. I am so sorry.
All right.
Alright, so that...
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, but, yeah, you screamed, did I hit it, though? Anybody want to let her know she hit?
Good shot, Lynn.
Kind of busy.
Is there anything else that you would like to do as a bonus action? anything like
That's all I can do. I can't even cast any spells since most of them require line of sight, so that's it for me.
I'm
Alrighty.
sorry.
Mila, it is your turn. Roll me a 1d4, please.
Oh fuck.
Oh no.
Let me,
That's-
4.
So that puts you at 18.
Fuck.
I'm just gonna reply back. It's like, stop saying sorry. You're stressing yourself out.
Alright.
Third round. Okay. Okay. Oh shit. That changes what I was going to do. So Mila sees that not she, but that Edmund has hit this thing. With
Yeah.
magic. So she's just like, Edmund has hit this thing. And so she looks up at Aeson, goes, okay, and might need to get closer to this. A bonus action. She is going to cast Misty Step.
Okay.
That allows her to kind of bamf up to 30 feet. And she's going to get on top of Aeson's shoulder.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
That's
Yes.
my man! I'm kidding.
Well, so here's the thing. He's a large creature. You're a medium creature. I don't think he's still large enough for you to kind of like stand on
Nah.
his shoulder.
Okay. I was hoping-
Unfortunately.
okay. Then never mind. I don't do that. That saves me a second level spell slot.
I mean, you could teleport kind of like a piggyback or like you're sitting on his shoulders like he's kind of like he's boasting you up over a crowd.
I just like the image of Mila kind of standing on Big Aeson's shoulders. Yeah, so that's fine. And it's fine. That's fine. I won't do that. Like I said, I'll save a second level spell slot. So she then backs. No, she can't back up because the attack of opportunity. Fuck. Okay.
You can Misty step away from it.
Yeah,
Yes, you could.
Actually, yeah, she is going to Misty Step away from it. 30 feet. So.
Kitty!
Dude.
She is going to actually Misty Step back toward Edmund.
Okay.
So that's 30 feet over there. Hi. So okay, that's still wasted. Okay, that's fine. And she is then going to try to firebolt this thing.
Oh, that'll hit.
Woohoo!
18 will hit.
6
That is
fire.
6 fire damage.
6 fire damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Fucking dog.
Anything else?
I'm trying to think. I used my bonus action. I could move more because I missy stepped. She's just going to continue the strand of I'm sorry's.
It's Edmund's turn. So the first thing he's going to do is clap his hand over your mouth. Stop with the sorries. And just hit it. Just hit it. Hit it.
And Maggie is now a proud stepmother.
So let's see. He's got one more. Okay, so he's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let's see so what's the range from this one? So this range is 150 feet. The point you choose within range, then blossoms. Alright, yeah, so he's going to aim back here, kind of toward its back leg. And he's going to shoot off Firebolt! Firebolter! Alright, so this thing is going to make a dex.
Fireball.
As an 8, so that is a fail. That'll take 24 fire damage.
Nice.
As this flame, it's going to basically shoot from his fingertips. It is going to hit a certain area within range. It is going to blossom into a full roar as it kind of explodes in a 20-foot radius. So if it hit back here... Yeah, so yeah, he positioned it perfectly so it wouldn't hurt anybody else, but it would hurt this thing. And that is going to be the end of his turn because he's going to be spent on magic as far as that level of spell casting. And that will make it the monster's turn.
Oh, hello there.
It is going to attempt to stomp this time on Rodeo. Aeson. Sorry.
Don't apologize. I forget my own name too.
That is a 26.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
Wow, getting stomped on twice sucks.
Yeah, I'm okay though.
I will literally maim you once I'm done being chewed on.
I'm gonna bust out of this thing's grip again and then dab on it.
And now I don't want to maul you. I want to kick you. Okay.
I hope you trip on that sword.
That is 4 damage, but you again are under.
That's fine. That only just took out my temporary hit points and then one of my regular ones.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't get temporary from you, Maggie. I got them from Lynn. I got them from my bard in his life. I got them from my other bard.
Again, he's going to attempt to spear.
I'm just gonna let this thing like consume me now.
19 to hit with disadvantage.
I mean, it's getting there. Wait, you said 19?
Yes.
Yeah, I have to keep it just in case shit goes bad for me. I'm sorry, man.
It's all right. All right, and that is.
I'm fucking so far up, so high.
Stuff.
It's all right. Gives me extra damage.
A 2d8 plus 2 damage. So that is 13 damage to her. You.
Oh, okay. Wasn't even the same person anyway.
That is 13 damage to the dragon. Again, that. Oh my god! I just had Shrek scream in my ear from her crossover link.
Oh hell yeah!
So it's going to trail that black ooze. As this time, it pierces another part of her chest. Again, this time it's kind of like restrict or trying to restrict, kind of like grapple onto her in whatever way that it can. That will end the monster's turn. So that'll make it Tensel's turn.
All right. Would it be considered an action for Tensel to try to take the goo off of the dragon's mouth?
It would be. Unfortunately, she's about 35 feet tall. I don't think that even as a large creature, you're going to be tall enough to kind of reach.
It depends on the
All
angle. The angle, you'd probably be able to reach up to 17 feet, probably. But
It's only about half of her.
In that case, slicey slice.
All right. That'll hit.
And in for the offhand.
Don't forget to add your +4 because of your size. Or your 1d4 plus your size.
wait, why are you getting the -2 modifier?
Because it's an offhand. I don't get the strength bonus.
It's to damage. You don't get the strength bonus. You still get the strength bonus to hit.
Yeah.
So that will hit. That's an 11.
Mm-hmm. So that's 9.
Mm-hmm.
And then your d4 because of your size.
So it'll only be 4 damage from that second hit.
Well, yeah.
All right, so let me do this because it's taken quite a hit from all of you guys.
Squish.
Well, I'm about to go all Osmosis Jones in its ass here in a minute.
All right, so it will shrink in size, clearly. Tensel, do you have any bonus actions or anything you'd like to do?
No.
All right, Maggie, it is your turn.
Okay. Is there any way I can push myself further in to try to get into the center of this thing?
What are you doing?
Oh my god.
If you like.
Maggie!
I'm trying to get into the center of this thing. I'm trying to get to where a heart is.
The
Why?
gooey center?
I take a deep breath and I dive in.
Jesus.
Oh
Is this
my
what it's
God.
like? Is this what it's like playing with Maggie?
Is this what it's like being a parent?
Yo.
Get out of the goo!
Maggie,
Now.
don't jump from the roof. Maggie, don't swim in the tar.
Please get out of the goo now.
Etta?
Gosh, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, you got this, guys. Oh yeah, you got this." And then I was Maggie. You guys are like, "Oh no, Maggie's gonna die." I'm like, "Thanks, guys. Thanks for the
No,
support."
it's Etta, I love you. I love you dearly.
We love it, but we're just surprised.
I'm just scared.
We're messing with you.
I expect this shit from Aeson.
Exactly.
I'm his girlfriend.
You know,
What do you
when
expect?
you say it like that, it all comes together now.
Hey, wait a
Okay,
minute, Maggie.
so-
What's your Constitution bonus, really quick?
Yes.
I had it up. Hold on. I was on my spell list. Give me a second. My Constitution is +2.
Oh shit! You can hold
So
your
she
breath
can
for.
hold her breath for 3 minutes.
Nice. Okay.
I'm swimming as far as I can until it hits something that resembles a heart or something that's vital.
Get into that gooey center.
Oh God.
Don't say that again, please.
Yeah.
I can say it in Mila's voice.
No, don't.
Just no.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Can I use my inspiration to find it?
Not. I mean, you kind of really got to travel to the center of it. It's not going to be this round. I will say that it will take you time.
Okay.
If there is anything in the center, so you're taking a big risk on this one.
It's Maggie. When is she never taking a risk?
That's fine. Aeson, it is your turn.
Aeson,
dive headfirst into this thing.
Exasperated. He's got to get this thing down. He's going to continue slashing at this leg, hopefully eventually cutting it off.
Give me a strength check.
Strength check to get out, you bet, at advantage, because I am big Aeson.
Big boy.
23.
That'll work.
All right, and now I will slash him for a... I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration. One of mine.
There we go.
Ooh, still probably won't hit. No, I don't think a 9 will hit. But
no, unfortunately, a 9 will not hit.
I do have a bonus action attack against it because it did attack.
Yes.
Dragon.
Yeah. And that was at advantage.
That'll
So
hit.
14 will hit, and it'll do. Hold on 1 second. It'll do 13 points of damage.
All right.
And so I look next to me to the person who just touched me and healed me.
Mm-hmm.
I can still interact. I can drop stow, right? I can grab something too. I can interact with an item.
Yeah, I think you can drop and stow up to like one weapon.
Can I grab something from my pouch really quick and give it to the person next to me?
Yeah, it would be an enlarged weapon, so it would be considered a great
Not a
weapon.
I think I'll be able to put 2 and 2 together really quick because I look next to me and I see a one-horned tiefling.
True.
Who just healed me. So reach into my pack, grab out a horn, hand it to her. I believe this is yours, Charity. And then give her the horn.
Aeson, I should have known someone in a relationship with Maggie would be prone to getting hurt. And she'll just smile and then grab the horn from you.
I'm quite larger than I remembered.
That is my fault. Hi. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's come in handy, Mila. Thank you.
Just off in the distance, just Zachariah.
Will
Focus!
stuck to the side of a dragon's mouth.
Yeah.
And Maggie's like,
Will there be anything else for your turn, Aeson?
No, that should be it. I think that's a great use of a turn.
All right. So Flora is going to be doing her multi-attack because her mouth is kind of open at this point. And she's... You're going to get the feeling like she's ragged at this point. If this thing continues, it could, again, close her mouth and make her not breathe. But at this point, she's thinking more on your guys' safety and wanting to kind of help you guys. So that is a plus 13 to bite. So that's a 27. That deals 2d for her bite plus 8. 26.
Nice.
And then she's got her 2 claws, which again is the 1d20 plus the 13. That's a 15, and that is an 18. Both of those will hit. She will do for her claws 2d6. plus 8. That's 15 and 19. So she's dealing some damage.
Mm-hmm.
Like a good dragon should.
Well, she's beating my damage output now, so it goes dragon, then Aeson.
Now,
goes.
Zachariah, I need you to roll me a dex check.
Oh, no.
I'm stuck to the side of this thing with the goo, aren't I?
That's the thing. You're in the corner of her mouth.
Oh my god.
She's not going to bite you or anything, but you're going to notice that some of the sludge that is on the outside of her mouth is going to attempt to travel down her throat.
Aww.
All right.
So let's see if you can...
Oh, God.
So you're going to grasp for it, but it will slide down.
All right.
That's
It'll be
not
your
the
turn.
way to eat your boyfriend, my friends.
So yeah, at this point, it's just you get this thing over with quickly. Zachariah's just going to just try to fiddle and try to get his flute out from his little side holster, and he's gonna pop it out, and he's just going to start blowing with everything he can. He's gonna start. He's gonna do Cloud of Daggers.
Okay.
Cloud of Daggers. Let me try to post it as a spell right quick.
Alrighty.
It'll take me a second because it's got in as an attack.
That's okay.
So here we go. And
All right. So you fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube of 5 feet on each side, centered on a point you choose within range. The range is 60 feet. A creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. So where would you like to place this?
if this thing had a fucking eye, I'd be putting it right there. So where, like,
In its mouth?
The face?
In his
Yeah.
mouth?
All
Oh
right.
no, that's where I'm going.
in the mouth, it could possibly move around to where it's not getting hit by the blades. So I'm putting it slightly above, and it's going to start grinding in towards where this brain probably would be.
Oh, no.
Alrighty. Okay. So
Hey,
Careful,
Aeson.
Zachariah.
Hey,
For-
Aeson, I thought your girlfriend was Irish. Now she's gonna be Swiss.
Oh.
That's,
Sorry, I had to.
wow.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey, that's
I
a
like
good move, though. Give me. Do you want to still try to struggle against this on her mouth? Do you want to kind of try to pull what you can off?
Yeah, afterwards, I'm still going to be trying to attempt that and try to stop her from getting choked.
All right, give me a quick strength check.
Yeah, because this is going to go so well with a -1, so that's 15.
It's 15. So you're going to kind of struggle against it. You're kind of holding on. You know, you're going to pull it enough that it's not going to close her mouth this time. So she's not going to need to roll a strength next time.
Yeah. All right.
However, during all this, you are yourself getting covered in this black stuff as well.
That's fine.
Does it take the damage now too because it's entered the area?
It's on his turn.
It says
on
when
its turn.
when it enters the spell's area for the first time.
But
Yeah,
it
it's on
hasn't
its
entered
turn.
it. So entering literally means that it walks into that area. It's already started there. The spell originated in that area. So when it starts its turn, it'll take the 4d4.
Okay.
But it's not of its own volition entering the effect of that area.
God.
I've always found
sense.
that weird how to do that. Like I've been like, well, technically it is entering the area because
It's all about intent in D&D 5e. It's about what the creature itself intended to do. So if you made it do something that it didn't intend to, it either is not affected, or if the spell says otherwise with another effect, that one takes precedence.
Got it.
Usually.
Hmm.
It is Charity's turn.
Charity.
Just whack it with a hammer. The 14 hit.
A 14 will hit.
Okay.
you can get your spiritual weapon out there too.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could. This is a perfect time to.
Ow. Fuck. Nice.
Yeah.
What shape is your spiritual weapon?
Yeah, what's that said?
spear.
Ooh.
Nice.
But
It's
ignore
just-
the 18 for that one. That's just a marker for me to remember that I cast it.
It's
Okay.
a spear ritual weapon.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna get at.
First of all, how
Alright.
dare you?
So let me mark this little thing here. That way you can control it. Boom. All right. So you see that little blue kind of Esper-like weapon beside you? That'll be your spear.
Fabulous.
Anything else that you would like to do?
That's everything.
All right, Lynn, it is your turn.
Still blinded.
Right.
Listening to the sorries, listening to the general sounds of calamity combat, just blinded to the world. I wonder if I can do this again. Oh, let's try it. And she's gonna try and take another shot.
Alrighty.
And pew.
Ooh.
Well, 15 will hit. 8 piercing. Nice.
Nice.
I think they got it short. And that's all I can really do. And I guess at the end of the round, I can get my sight back.
Yes, sir. Mila, it is your turn then.
Okay. I want to do this. Yeah. I'm going to use bonus action. I'm using 3 sorcery points to gain a 2nd level spell slot back,
Okay.
just in case I need it.
Roll me a 1d4 too.
Why?
Stress.
I know. I'm just.
Oh no.
Why though?
This is what I get for wanting to play a so that's a 2.
Okay. So at the end of your turn, give me a 1d100.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I was gonna cast Magic Missile. Nope, that's shield. That's not what I was gonna cast.
That'll hit. 2,
2, 5,
5, 7.
7 damage.
Nice.
Shit. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
All right.
Hold on. Give me a second. Let me get to the 1d100.
That's all right.
I'm so nervous. 33.
33. Let's see what we have in store for you for 33.
I have like 3 things on my list now for this episode.
Mm-hmm. I can fight.
Lynn is blinded again.
Oh, God damn it!
Now, then she's silenced.
Maggie now drowns
No.
because she can't breathe.
Personally,
I mean, to be fair, you have 18, 30 rounds before you suffocate.
No, I know. I'm
Actually,
just being an asshole.
33,
No, you're fine.
because you're fine for
Oh.
30, and then you get 3 rounds.
Oh,
before.
no.
Corey!
Here we
Corey! Don't
What?
fucking start like that!
No, you might like this.
Why?
Let me post this for you so that we can read it all out loud.
Oh boy.
You might
Read
like
it for the
this.
class.
I'm so
Till the end of your
sad.
next turn, you've tapped into the fires of creations. Your eyes glow, your voice becomes deep and reverberating. You levitate 5 feet above the ground in a wreath of radiant energy. All attacks against you automatically fail. You feel a taste of what it is to be a god. On your next turn, you can choose to attack, teleport, or create. If you choose to attack, you can only make 1 attack, even if you normally allow more. By putting your all into this attack, you automatically critically hit your target with maximized damage. If you choose to teleport, you move yourself up, you and up to 9 others, to anywhere in any existing plane, though if you choose an inhospitable plane, you may be immediately perish. If you choose to create, you think of a single non-artifact magical item and can manifest it before yourself. Magical items created this way depend on your godly magic to sustain itself. After 1d6 days, the magic wears off and becomes a mundane item. I am Mila, destroyer
No.
of worlds.
Now here is the downside of this, because it's also part of something that occurs at the bottom. You will lose all magic points and spell slots when this occurs
Mhm.
Okay.
for this effect.
My thought was I'm going to hit this thing as hard as I can. That was my first.
You'd auto crit
Yeah.
Yeah.
you-
with
That's
max
with the-
damage.
And it can be a
Yeah.
spell, too.
That could be a
Would
spell.
Curiosity, would that affect me in any way?
If it depends on the spell.
All right.
Like, say if I were to cast Magic Missile, and I specifically target the creature.
Magic missile doesn't crit.
It automatically hits on the creature. It would give it 15 damage maximum. So if you have a stronger spell, I would suggest you use that. Also, remember, you are, for all intents and purposes at this point, a god. You can create a magical item and manifest it before yourself.
I think she would. Oh my god. She would definitely create a necklace of fireballs.
Okay, so let's see this. So a necklace of fireball. What exactly does this entail? This necklace has 1d6 plus 3 beads hanging from it. So that's a critical. So that's 6. So that's 9 beads hanging from it. You can use an action to detach a bead and throw it up to 60 feet away. When it reaches the end of its trajectory, the bead detonates as a 3rd level fireball spell. Save is 15. You can hurl multiple beads or even throw the whole necklace as one action. When you do so, increase the level of the fireball by 1 for each bead beyond first.
Yes, so that's a 9th level fireball.
So if it starts at 3rd and then she gets 8 points above that.
Yep, so then it would be
11.
16d6 maximized, so 96 points of damage.
Oh, God. Yes.
I am
The whole
Mila,
city.
destroyer of...
Would you like to throw it?
Here, this is my thing now. Is it Maggie's inside?
Yes.
And it will definitely hurt Maggie. I know it will.
You can aim it at a location that's not like the core, like I did.
It does still, no matter what, it still only has a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, I want to aim it so I will not hurt.
But the thing is that you don't know where I'm at. Mila, the character, doesn't know that.
That's true.
No,
Well, we know you're inside.
Not to mention, something that we haven't stated yet, you don't know this person. So,
But I saw
think in
her.
character.
Well, you've also seen Aeson yelling, "Please save her."
Yeah, I think...
Like, I'm not trying to say that I want Maggie dead. That's by all means not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say that we're kind of like metagaming this a little bit.
No,
Yeah, a little bit.
But what I'm thinking is like that Mila
Do
spells at it, so she thinks that. So I'm going to say that she thinks that this girl is on her side.
okay.
So she wants to try to aim this necklace, all these beads, in a way that will specifically not hurt Maggie.
All right. So next turn, we will find a target area and we will throw these. So that will make it Edmund's turn. I think Edmund is just going to kind of gap his mouth. This is pretty much going to end his turn. He's kind of in shock at this point. Oh my! This thing is kind of noticing you. I mean, you're floating 5 feet above the ground, and your eyes are kind of glowing.
I am a god.
Oh, let's see.
The god that says sorry all the time.
Yeah.
The god of sorrow. I
That's
misspelled. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so this it's gonna move 5 feet. That puts you. Yep, that puts you in line. It is going to. No, I can't use that yet because it's under that certain amount of ability. So it's just going to attempt again to step on our friend here, Aeson. That's a 21. That's 9 damage. It's going to lift its foot again, Aeson. And it's going to step on you again.
Stop trying to kill my boyfriend.
It's just like, stop getting the fuck
Yeah, that'll hit.
He's big. It will do it.
I love how it's solely focused on him, though.
That's kind of what my.
He's dealing the most damage to it. It constantly. He at one round he did 42 damage.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So it definitely sees him as a big target at this point. So that is 15 more damage to you, Aeson.
Yeah, Aeson looks like. Aeson's looking a bit bloodied now.
And you are restrained.
Yeah.
Well, I can't really talk much. I'm literally diving into this monster, so I'm gonna shut up now.
Tensel, it is your turn.
Well, Tensel's going to do the only thing he knows how to do.
Keep cutting it, buddy.
That'll hit.
Slashy.
Give me a 1d4 with that.
Come on, big money.
Oh.
Nice. All right, so the 7 will miss. So let's see. That is 15 damage on one strike. That is substantial.
Nice.
Is there anything else you'd like to do for your turn?
This point, Tensel's going to move around to the side of it.
Okay.
Try to get over here and get more of an angle on it.
All right.
Uh-oh.
That will make it Maggie's turn.
I'm gonna
So
keep
you're-
diving.
So you're going to keep diving. You're going to keep diving. You're going to kind of like feel around. This thing is. I mean, you might find bones inside of it. You might find unpleasant things because it was in the sewer.
Yeah.
But yet there doesn't seem yet to be any core to it. It could be deeper. You're not quite sure if you've made it to the center yet. But so far there is unfortunately nothing that you can see yet that you would classify as a core.
The gooey center.
Yeah.
Can I mean, is there any way I can know if I'm getting closer? Do I hear anything when I'm getting closer?
Not really.
Okay.
Is there anything else that you like to do?
I'm just trying to swim to its core, so not really. No, I'm gonna hold my action till I get to the core, so.
Alrighty, Aeson.
Get your temp HP back.
So I'm gonna burst out again. Yep.
First.
Alright. 24 will get you out.
I'm going to slash at it.
That'll. Alrighty, let's see what you got.
Let's see. 13.
That'll hit.
And subtract 2 from that. So,
So 16 damage.
16 damage, and then I'm going to bonus action second wind.
All right.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope.
Oh shit! Did it already go already? The monster?
Yeah.
We forgot
Yes.
the cloud of daggers.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll me your 4d4.
9.
9 damage. Alrighty. Alright, that will make it Flora's turn. And because she's still got her mouth open, let's take another bite, shall we? That'll hit. Second claw hit.
Oh yeah.
Third. Sorry. Alright, so we've got bite, claw, claw. All 3 hit. So let's go ahead and deal damage here. So we've got 2d10. Our god has hiccups. Be careful.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just picking on you. Just...
Every time she hiccups, there's another continent destroyed.
Oh my god, no.
So her bite is going to do 24 damage.
Nice.
And then we are going to do her claws, which is 2d6 plus 8. So that's 12 and 18.
30, So that's 54 damage.
Damn. All right. She is going to again. Still, she's at this point. She is littered with just black guck. At this point, there's really no fighting it. At this point, it's going to kind of start to overwhelm her. At this point, so Zachariah, it is your turn.
Yeah. Yeah, just doing the only thing he can really to bonus
Make
action.
fun of it, please. Please make it so it has a harder time hitting me.
So first off, bonus action move the clouded daggers forward and making it spin more violently.
All right.
As it starts trying to move up, and make it stay in line with it. Sadly, Flora is doing just as bad because no one's healed her yet.
Yeah.
So with that, he's going to use his action to cure wounds it at a second level.
Okay.
That's 15.
Nice.
Putting
All
everything I can to keep her alive right now.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That's my action bonus, so that's my turn.
All right. Charity, it is your turn.
Sorry, I only have one spell slot left. So yeah, I'm gonna level 2 Cure Wounds, Aeson, and then Spirit. How many things do I get with my spiritual weapon before it?
It should last for 1 minute.
Yeah, so you should have 6. Was it 6 rounds? Wait, no. 1 minute is 1 minute is 10 rounds.
Actually, let me double check and see.
Alright. Aeson, you're getting 11 hit points back.
Ooh.
And 14 damage to the creature.
I'm not getting 11. I'm getting 18. Thank you very much.
No, that should be including all my bonuses.
No, you get the higher level cast, so it's the extra 7 that's on the top of the 11.
Oh, sorry, I didn't count that.
No, you're good.
You were correct.
That puts me at all effectiveness, full health.
Nice.
For now.
Oh no.
Hey, I'm doing my job.
Spiritual weapon with a 14 will hit. What's your damage for your spiritual weapon? Or is that... Okay. All right. Alrighty.
And that's it for me.
All right. Lynn, it is your turn.
Quick question: are these two already off the map?
No, they completely ignored you. They're still cowering.
Ah, god damn it!
They're terrified. They cannot move.
And your blindness should be done.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, thank God I can see again. Just looks over at Mila. Oh my God, what happened to you? You look.
I am Mila.
Sorry. Oh, what was that?
Corey.
Oh boy.
Corey just left. There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You update.
Mila eliminated God itself and took over his place.
I am your GM now.
Apparently, my Roll20 decided it needed to update now. But I'm back. So it is Lynn.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
All right. After marveling at Mila, well, this is certainly an interesting. And take another shot at it. Come on. Oh my God!
Now that you have your sight back here.
Roll me on the critical. That's a natural 1.
Yeah. I mean, hey, everyone wakes up with crud in their eyes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just blinded by the light.
Hey, why are you shooting it? You're not.
Blinded by the light.
Why are you shooting it? You're not blind anymore.
What do you mean?
She still shot it normally.
Yeah,
I know,
she
but somebody make fun of it, please.
You'll be
I-
fine. You're at full health again.
But I don't think Lynn
I'm-
knows that we can cast magic at it.
Yeah, I was
probably
blind-
not.
I was
No.
blinded for a good portion of it, and even though hearing everything going on, I don't have the full knowledge of it.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm just trying to do something else. And Aeson's looking alright. I am, however, going to see the scratch, like the gunk and the scratches on Flora. It's like, oh, you are not looking good, honey. You're gonna be alright. And I'm going to cast healing word at 2nd level for her. Oh my god!
Ooh, that's 6. But do me a favor and roll me a 100 because you have a fumble.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Boy.
that's literally low
How bad is this gonna be? 29.
That's a 29. We'll see. 29's not so bad. We might get. You fall prone. You lose your balance while attacking. Your arrow kind of shoots off into the distance, and your speed is reduced to 0.
It's not bad. It's not bad. You just fall on your ass and now you can't move.
Again.
I just like I wake up, see Mila, compliment her, heal Flora, then immediately try and take a shot and have it basically just blow up in my face like God! Just knocked her on the floor.
Anything else that you would like to do?
That's all I can do. I'm prone now.
Well, you haven't moved. It
moves my speed to 0, so I can't get up.
Oh, that's true.
It takes half my movement to get up.
My bad. I completely forgot about that part.
It's
yes,
alright.
because it does. It reduces you to 0.
And that's all I can do.
All right, Mila.
Yeah, so I throw the one fireball. But the next fireballs at it.
Kind of like back here.
Yeah, so it doesn't hit Maggie.
All right. So at this point, it hits for a critical.
Yeah, I hope it does.
Once it leaves your hand, you're going to feel kind of all that energy leave you.
Mm-hmm.
As the 5-foot float slowly kind of brings you back down to the ground again, your eyes stop glowing. It is going to hit for 96 damage. And this thing is going...
Yeah, we have a new damage leader.
So we're gonna watch this thing. It's gonna take this. It's gonna roar into a fire on its back leg, and it's slowly gonna melt and dissipate as all the black goo is going to pretty much evaporate into the air as it basically loses its form. It loses its shit. Basically, it's gone.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Now,
quick question. For the people who's up higher in the air, where does that pertain? Yeah. I might have a solution if we're falling.
No. So I don't. Wait, who's falling?
Maggie.
Maggie and me.
No.
When the
So when the goop kind of melt, it's going to create like the mountain effect. Like it's just going to melt. Really, it's not going to like evaporate all at once and disappear. So it's going to crumble into this oozy pile, and as it evaporates, you guys are slowly going to kind of find yourself that you're laying on the ground. Does that make any sense? Kind of like ice cream. It kind of like melts away and evaporates.
You're just gonna see Maggie's head come up. She's be like,
Oh.
Are we out of initiative?
I would say at this point we are out of initiative.
Alright, Aeson's gonna run up and hug Maggie, even though she's all gooey.
And your giant hands.
He's big.
I was about to say, you're so big, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna lift you up.
Andre the Giant.
Oh no.
How big is he?
I'm about 12 feet tall, and my wingspan would be about 12 feet.
Yeah.
It's pretty huge.
She's gonna look at you and be like, I don't remember you being this big.
I don't either. I just kind of... It happened. Today.
Flora, there's going to seem to be something wrong with Flora as she seems to go into some sort of panic. She flails around. She's gonna strike it at kind of like one of the not like to destroy it, but she's trying to get a grip at something, and her hand is gonna kind of crumble one side of this roof over here. She seems to be having issues catching her breath.
I'm gonna run over there and try to help her as best I can.
Am I still on her? Like, because I was on the side of her face.
Yes.
All right, then.
Tensel's gonna run up and try to give support to the dragon. That way it can steady itself. So, like, basically hold out his arm, kind of gesturing, lean on me.
And Maggie's gonna look at Aeson and be like, Aeson, go help them get the shit out of her mouth.
Yes. He'll go over and he'll help too.
Mila, she tries to conjure some magic, but realizes out of it. She's like, I don't know what I can do.
So here's what's going to happen. Eventually, seeing that she's dealing damage, she's going to revert. So slowly, again, you'll see the crinkling, the changing, the skin will form, and eventually, Zachariah, you'll be standing kind of next to her, and she's gasping for air. You can see there's yes, she seems to be even worse at this point now in this form, as she's covered in gook on the side of her mouth, down her throat, kind of onto her shoulder. Her hands are blackened. It's on her, and she's just kind of holding on to you.
Mm-hmm. I think at this point, Zachariah, not only is he just trying to give some sort of a Heimlich, or just, he's going to quickly cast Unseen Servant, and he's trying to get his servant there to try to see if there's anything in the mouth to get out. Just at this point, especially since I think a servant can't hurt people.
Can I do Mage Hand and go inside her throat and pull all this stuff out?
Unfortunately, Mage Hand is way too large, and it's not so it can't really pass through things. And her mouth is pretty small at this point as a human form.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say no. Not only that, there's no judging at how deep this might be in her. It could be in her throat. It could be in her lungs. It could be, yeah.
Milo's going to turn. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, Milo's going to turn to Charity and be like, I know I saw you healing. Aeson, is there anything you can do, or for her at all?
Maggie's gonna try to have you're doing the Heimlich, right?
Yeah.
And you have her mouth open?
Yeah, that's what the Unseen Servant's doing.
Okay, Maggie's going to look inside her mouth, and she's gonna try to stick her finger in and just start to scoop as much as she can out of her mouth.
All right. You're gonna clear her throat just enough. But eventually, she's gonna start shaking her hands and just kind of. It seems that she knows that this is probably worse than you guys think.
Maggie would look at Zachariah and be like, "Lay her down, lay her down."
Yeah, in situation desperation, Zachariah will. Yeah.
So after all the digging, she'll give a cough, and of course more of the black goop will come up, and she'll be holding on to Zachariah's hands very, very strongly. Not like it's about to break your hand or anything, but she'll her gaze will not leave yours.
Go ahead.
She's breathing very raggedly. And at this point, she is going to coax a few words. I would have loved go everywhere in that book.
Maggie,
And then
go ahead.
she will slip away.
Maggie not really taking, she's gonna try anyway. She's gonna try to do CPR on her.
Charity's gonna walk over and put her hand on Flora's forehead and try to cast Spare the Dying.
Yeah, Maggie's gonna be doing CPR while this is happening. Can I do a medicine check?
You can. So Spare the Dying. So a medicine of 9.
Yes, I know technically Spare the Dying isn't gonna work.
I mean, yeah.
Mm,
Even if it doesn't, Zachariah is doing some similar to where he's putting all the rest of his healing, his spell slots into healing to just try to do something.
Yeah, Maggie's going to definitely try to do Cure Wounds, even though she knows. Well, I know she's not going to do anything.
It's just 3 bursts of cure wounds. Just trying to cram her.
Mila's gonna look toward Lynn, kind of like with panic in her eyes, ask like almost to say like, "Can you do anything?"
Can we be smaller again?
I mean, you can choose to end the effect if you like.
Well, no, it should
it
be
is for a
ended.
willing creature.
I mean,
It should be ended by now.
It
Yeah.
should
be
be
past a minute.
It should be over by now. Yeah.
I just want to be able to move around more freely without, blocking everybody.
No, of course.
I want to be small.
I was big Aeson long enough.
So, unfortunately, once she slips away, even with the CPR, with pressing all this magic into her, you can't really heal the dead.
Maggie's going to get up frustrated, and if Edmund's behind her, she's not going to mean to, but she's going to shove him out of the way and just call out in anger and run off this way.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I think through all this, Zachariah being extremely panicked, he hasn't said a word since she reverted to human form. Until this.
Mila has buried her face into Lynn's probably jacket and is just crying.
While Charity's kneeling there, she's gonna say a prayer to her god, trying to ask Aphrodite to do something, anything to help. Can I roll my hundreds?
Yes, you may.
No.
I gave you your horn back if that counts for anything.
Tensel would be a little bit before her.
Hang on. Let me re-roll those because it decided to do it weird.
Go ahead, Guy.
A little bit before her passing, seeing everybody coming up and surrounding her, Tensel would have taken a step back and just sat down on the edge of the road. Fall silent.
Lynn's just holding Mila, just trying to calm her down. And then take a glance over to the people over there, see if they're still alright. If they are, just like calling out to them. It's like, get help! We need help here now!
And they will see this. They will run off.
Aeson's running after Maggie.
Maggie is just crying into her hands right now.
He's gonna put his arms around her.
Knowing those arms, she's gonna turn around and just cry into his chest, and she's just gonna look up at him with tears in her eyes. She'd be like, "I was useless as always."
What are you talking about? You looked far from useless. You were in that thing.
I didn't do anything though, and I couldn't save Flora. What use am I?
It's not about what you could and couldn't do. It's about what you tried, and you did something braver than any of us did.
She'll just shake her head and put her head on his chest and cry hard.
I just slashed at his toes. What use is that? And I can't do anything for Flora either. She was a wonderful person for the small time that I knew her.
Yeah, Maggie's just sobbing into his chest now.
He's just like rubbing her back softly and trying to be as Aeson as he can.
Mhm.
Eventually, after a few months of passing, some of the rubble from the hole will move. And coming from the hole will be the gentleman, in which had disappeared in there before. He will pick up the glowing blade, and he will make his way towards the group. In that time, let's go ahead and address the D100s. Right? So 21, 2, and 74. You're going to get a sense that you might need to commune a little bit more later. There seems to be some sort of effect, but there's nothing. So she's not going to regain breath. She's not going to wake up. She's not going to be. You just get the feeling that you're reassured she's no longer in pain.
Charity's just gonna frown and her shoulders are gonna kind of hunch over a little bit more. She's gonna leave her hand on Flora's head and start saying a few last rites.
Okay. The person will kind of join the group as the last rites are being said. He will bow his head, being very respectful. And when they are done, he'll look around to the rest of the group.
Lynn's just gonna give him a somewhat curt look. It's like she doesn't know what to think at this time of him. Thanks for your help, but it'd be nice if you did a little more back there. Otherwise, this wouldn't have happened.
I understand you're angry at me, but I assure you, there were things that I was doing with helping. You just could not see them.
Well, this is not your fault. Zachariah's just gonna stand up. From half of the standing up, just holding on to Flora's hand, just letting go, standing up. This has nothing to do with anyone here. If there's anyone I blame, it's for these men and women who sent us on wild goose chases when we could have been preparing. We could have been ready. Instead, we had to waste lives so others could live.
Zachariah, Mila just...
Don't.
At least we were here. If we weren't here at all, there could have been so much worse.
It can still get worse.
Just look at him with a quizzical look. Like, the hell do you mean?
Did you find more down there, or?
No. I should introduce myself. My name is Tristan Schuyler. I am the High King of Talalia.
Do Maggie and Aeson hear this?
Aeson already knows.
Yeah,
Does Maggie hear this?
Probably. They're just across the road with nobody else there and silence kind of coming across everywhere.
1 second. I'm gonna have to do this.
Maggie is going to look at Aeson and then look shockingly over at him, and she'll be like, "What? What? What?"
The High
She's
King
like trying
is
to
back.
compose.
I'm sorry. What?
She's going to pull herself out of Aeson's arms and march over there.
Is this like an angry march?
Oh yeah, it's an angry
Aeson's not gonna let her march up to do that.
Hold on, I want to try this. I just want to shoot for shits and giggles. Can I do a strength? Can I do a strength thing? I have like
Sure.
a -1, but I just want
Oh,
to see
no.
if Vincent could go.
I mean,
so
he's trying to
yours-
grab you.
So Aeson would do strength, and you could do either acrobatics or athletics.
I want to do
Or, yeah, so
acrobatics
he would
because I'm proficient in that.
he would do athletics. You would do athletics or acrobatics.
That's pretty good.
Ah!
He has a plus
Fortunately, not enough.
I was also going to use your bardic inspiration if you beat me.
No, but okay, so all Tristan's gonna hear from this girl is, "Where were you? So many people died because of you! You
There's
left your throne! You let the people die!"
And I saved lives too.
I think at this, Mila's gonna back up kind of toward Tensel a bit. She's a little scared and nervous right now.
As of recently, I haven't been on this plane. Not too long ago, there was a problem in Hazel. A demon had formed, and the lanes between worlds had thinned. When the demon transported himself back to hell, I traveled with him. And for 5 years, I've been there, till I found my way back.
Insight.
Oh, can I do an insight?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm doing insight as well.
I
sure.
got a 14.
At this point, Tensel would be like standing and intently listening to this entire thing because he knows nothing of what the High King is.
So 13, 14, and 15.
Okay, that's why Mila backed up toward Tensel.
He is not lying.
Maggie's gonna feel a little bad for yelling at him, but she had every right to, so she's just gonna still
I
kind of
know.
glare at him, but not, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
her face did soften.
It is being controlled by someone. Or was. The creature is gone now. But that person still remains.
Who was it being controlled by?
If the information in which I have been gathering is correct, it's a demon known as Zalem.
Do I know
Right.
anything about it?
Yeah, would any of us know anything of a being named Zalem?
You can roll a quick Arcana or History.
Oh, boy.
I can use,
Ah!
I can use
Hmm.
Arcana find.
Can I
one.
roll a
Nope.
history instead?
Wow.
I'd say
What
because
the
you,
fuck?
I'd say because you already rolled Arcana with a natural one, I'm going to say no.
Damn
Hey,
it!
look at that. Aeson knows his history.
Hey, high five, Maggie. Both natural ones with 4.
Fuck that.
So Max, history-wise, the name has come up once or twice in a book or two that you've read. It was a very powerful demon. At one point, it was quote-unquote the son of Lucifer, and another demon itself. So it's a mixture between a fallen angel and demon,
A Nephilim.
basically. And it was banished.
Ignore me. Ignore me.
How long ago was he banished?
A long time ago. Probably about the time that the walls between demons, humans, and angels was really thick. So probably about 100 years after creation.
So I mean, Aeson will say he was banished forever ago.
But he hasn't. He's back. And unfortunately, it's my fault. When I pulled the sword, he was released. All those years ago. And now, he's seeking an even worse creature. One that could destroy everything.
Lynn's just gonna slowly raise her hand. You don't mean... She's gonna look around to see if anyone else is around. You don't mean Megorius, do you?
Is there anything we can do?
He is weak. Being trapped in a prison for millennia has caused him to be almost human. But he's seeking out items of power. One of which is the orb of pure water, which cleans the water that flows underneath this town that heads to Dalesville.
Maggie's eyes are gonna widen. So this stuff this is, and she's gonna fall to her knees.
If he gets his way, and these items are found, he can break down the barrier around our planet, stopping a creature far more enormous than you can believe that will destroy our planet. The three great old gods of creation stop this thing from coming back, but only they have the power to destroy it, but they haven't been heard of in generations, thousands and millions of generations. We have to stop him, or I have to stop him from collecting these things. Now, he's on a human timetable. He can't teleport. He can't use much of any magic, so at this point I've been trailing behind him. I need to ask something of you guys that I hate to ask.
No. Zachariah's going to lift his head up. I don't care what you're going to say. No.
Then you've doomed us all.
Then let it be doomed. If the gods wanted to step in and do something, they would have. They've been forsaking this place for a long time. And this is just a clear sign of this.
Do you want to know what I was told when I pulled the sword?
No, I don't really.
It doesn't matter.
The big thing that I have to do, and Zachariah is going to kneel down. He's going to lift Flora up. I have a burial to do, and I have my work cut out for me later on.
And you'll have many more burials if you continue this way.
Maybe. But that's something you can deal with.
Maybe.
That's something that does not pertain to me. And with that, Zachariah is going to be taking Flora. He's going to be walking.
It's okay. I understand he's emotional. It's a bad situation.
Mila's just kind of like sitting there, her arms crossed, kind of like just shaking, kind of biting her lip.
So you're telling me that she's gonna motion towards it, that in my hometown?
Could happen to other places. There is a balance in our world that is created from these things.
When he says this, Aeson's gonna feel her Maggie collapse in his arms.
He's gonna hold her up, and then he's gonna look to Tristan. He's like, "I'll help. I need to make sure that this doesn't happen to the rest of the world."
I don't really need you guys to fight. I don't need you guys to risk your lives. I just need to make sure that some of these items are protected. That they're in a good hand. I just need somebody to check on them while I hunt him down. Unfortunately, when I first released him, he got away, and I thought I could hunt him down, and he'd never be able to locate these things. He has no power, but he seems to have some sort of staff that is helping him find these things.
Is there a check that I can do to think about a certain staff that he might have gotten?
You could do that without a roll. You could probably piece that together.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah. Hearing about demon.
Yeah.
Tensel's gonna take a step forward, and what do you What do you need us to do? What could I do to help?
Well, unfortunately, he has gotten away with the orb. And in doing so, he has gotten the first piece of 6. Now, I don't know where the rest of them are located, but I do know about 2 or 3. There's one in Howell's Forest, near Beauvais, by Truma and Salute. And then there is one up north, near Bravoul. It's in Brinkle Woods, near Dalesville. I can't stop him from taking all. I can't be everywhere at once, and honestly, as much as I am pissed at the gods too, we can't look for Mommy and Daddy to help us in this time. Forsaken or not, and whether it's their fault or not, we are the only ones we can rely on. I don't want to see any more people die.
I will go to Dalesville. I will go to the forest.
I have something in, bro. I want to check out.
I have to.
Then I can give you what help I can. I can give you my word. I can give you my writtens. Anything that it might take to help you along your way. But I must separate. I have to go to Nebraska.
Why?
The princess is dead.
Tensel is gonna raise an eyebrow and then kind of look back and forth, and then just take a step back and not say anything.
Mila's just gonna kind of like clutch her chest a bit at this.
There are a few higher ladies from the Novaska forest that are princesses of the Elder Line, the council of people who help watch over their people. She was one of them. And she died. Beside me. There's also an item there in Novaska, said to be strong enough to control the creature in Bruma Lake. I must ask them for it.
My father might be able to help if you can find him.
I'm sorry, go on.
That was it.
Okay. Yeah, Mila's gonna hear him say his father, and she's just gonna. I'm of nobility from Nebraska, but I haven't spoken to my family in so long. I'm not sure how much help. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. As far as it goes for Nebraska, I'm going to continue on alone. But I do know that when he was escaping, he was saying something about a totem. The only 2 totems of the items that exist are the ones in Brinkle Woods and House Forest. If he's going after a totem, he'll go there next. Meanwhile, I need to find a creature that might be able to stop him. Sorry about the death of your friends, and I wish that I could have done more. I thought if I went down there, I could stop him now. I could capture him, and this would all be over. But I was wrong. Without the sword, I'm useless. I'm no different than the small child that I was when I first pulled it.
without the sword?
He's going to raise the lightly blue glowing sword. This is the Trius blade. I pulled it when I was a boy. It empowers me. It's a magical, creative thing, and at first I hated it, but it does good, and it helps people do good. And with it, I'm going to stop him. No matter the cost. No matter, even if it means my life. I will destroy evil.
This is a big ask.
I know.
If you go to Neveska, and she is going to say this in Elvish, knowing if he speaks Elvish or not. If you run into Lord and Lady Leofima, what is my last name?
Leofina.
If you run into Lord and Lady Leofina, just tell them to stop looking for me.
I will. He'll say that in Elvish. I will make sure they know that you're helping me.
No, not even that. Just tell them to stop looking for me.
As you wish.
And she's gonna kind of smile and kind of just turn back away.
Now, as your friend has shown, I'm not going to force you into helping me. If you want nothing to do with this, that's fine. I'm asking, as a person who wants to save the lives of many, fellow humans, people that live amongst each other, our friends, our family, distant or not, I could use your help.
Tensel will nod and step forward. I will help the best I can.
Thank you.
Aeson will nod and he'll say, "If I can, I would love to accompany Maggie to Dalesville."
She'll nod as well, and she'll be like, "I'll do whatever it takes."
He'll turn to... Oops, sorry.
No, go on.
Lynn's just gonna let out a long sigh. It's like, oh, I'm already wrapped up in all this mess, so might as well do my part. On one condition, though. She's gonna reach into her pack and take out a pendant that no one else here has seen before.
Not even Aeson?
Well, Aeson has seen before,
You bet he
but
has.
hasn't been seen since we initially left. There. I need you to answer me some questions. This is
Sure. He's gonna kind of take a look at the pendant. This seems to be a creation of the old. It seems to be a pendant that summons something. Nothing dangerous, I don't think. Utilitarian, it seems. Something useful. That's about it. That's all I know.
That's it. Damn. Well, it's nice to have some sort of lean point.
And he'll look over to... Oops, sorry.
No, she's just gonna look over it a little bit after that and then put it back into her pack.
And you said you had something you wanted me to look at?
She's gonna pull out the amulet of Hades that she's had in her pocket.
Oh, Lord. You've already found one.
What?
What?
Maggie's gonna look down at it, and then she's gonna look at everyone else.
Shrug shoulders.
Hi.
There's one of the few artifacts. This allows you to speak to the dead.
She's gonna put it back in her pocket.
Huh.
If you continue to carry that, I'm sure by now you've seen effects.
Yes, I have. I
It
just...
will
Go ahead.
it will only get worse.
Well, it will be a burden that I will bear.
Should we be trading the amulet off between hands? Will that do anything?
It could. I'm by far not an expert in each of them. I know about them through fractured memories of the blade. But I don't know the full extent of what it is they do. Or why they were created.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. You were saying?
Charity's gonna hold out her hand and look to Maggie and be like, alright, pass it here.
Maggie will, if Aeson allows, she will walk over to Charity. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yes, Aeson will allow.
No, you cannot walk.
You have permission.
Wow,
just
such a
carries
loving
everyone.
couple.
Right? He just fucking carries her everywhere. Wouldn't put it past him, to be fair. Anyways, she's gonna hand the amulet off to Charity.
Charity's gonna smile.
And then she's gonna put her, like, hold Charity's hand a little harder, and she's gonna be like, remember, we're passing it back to each other. I don't want you to take this on alone.
I will hold it until I start seeing things, she'll say with a gentle smile, and then immediately put the amulet away.
She'll smile and hug Charity.
Charity will give her a squeeze.
And then she'll stay there.
Tristan will pull two things from his pocket. They look like pretty much average stones, besides a single glyph on the top of them. And he'll hand them out. I don't know if you guys travel together, but it might be a good idea to split up in order to make grounds.
Maggie
These.
will-
Sorry.
Sorry.
No. Go ahead. I paused there for a minute.
Maggie's going to, like, back up a little bit from Charity, and then she's going to walk over to Aeson as if to say she's not leaving his side.
These will help you stay in contact with each other and with me. You can use them once a day, and they have no distance that it cannot be restricted by distance. I have one myself.
Maggie's going to grab Aeson's hand and bring him over so we're not so isolated from the group.
Yep.
Lynn will look over to Charity for a moment and recognize her from the prophetic vision from the crystal. And just give her a warm smile after that.
Well, we're kind of linked into this in more ways than one. Would you be willing to trust us with this endeavor?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I'll trust anyone who's ready to bear arms to help the innocent. And you very well proved you'd do that today.
I do the best I can, as long as I can see.
Just give like a little side eye to Mila and just stick out her tongue a little bit, jokingly.
I hate to do this, but I need to go.
Oh, Tristan. Look out
Yeah.
for a man named Pimbram.
Yes, I have heard he's attempting to take my throne.
Apparently, I still have to duel him.
I think he'd be more searching after
You're
me now.
going to do what?
Is he really gonna try it
Thank
even
you.
after all this?
He challenged me to a duel, and I accepted. It was to defend the honor of the High
Maggie's gonna,
King.
like, Maggie's gonna poke his chest, be like, You did what?
I know, right? I told him the same damn thing.
I was telling him the same exact thing too. How can you just like do like that? Like,
It's
like-
I believe in the High King, and that's why I did it.
Oh, yeah, sure, that's why. Mm-hmm.
Aeson, Goldhand, I swear to God.
Aeson, someday you'll make a great king.
I don't know about that. I have to survive first.
Yeah, and you have a
Maggie,
great time doing that.
Maggie's gonna smack him pretty hard when he says that.
Thank you all for hearing me out and helping me. This will not go unrewarded. When this is all over, I will see to it that each of you get what you deserve.
Maggie's gonna look a little uneasy when he says that.
Same with Lynn.
Same with Mila.
He'll nod with a soft smile, and then he'll start walking. Eventually, he'll get out of sight.
Once he's out of sight, can Mila turn to Tensel?
Mm-hmm.
And
No, you are forced to be in a Resident Evil 2 old game where you have to turn your hips first.
Hand control.
And then turn your sword, then turn your face.
yeah, the hip, the face, and then
I'm sorry,
No,
I had to.
It's okay, it's fine. She is going to kind of like walk over to him. Doing now? He's kind of still sitting on the ground.
He kind of took a step back once the talking got a little bit louder, but noticing that you're actually looking directly at him, he's gonna go to one knee and bow before you.
Oh, how cute. Sorry, what?
that's not really what I was expecting. I just wanted to.
It is what is deserved of you, Lady Leofina.
No. Okay. How? I mean, yeah. I just say my name, so that's how you would know my name. And you are an elf, so you do speak Elvish. So I'm pretty sure. So, but I just want to ask you about Neveska, but that's fine. Okay.
Maggie's gonna look over
I
to Aeson and
was
be like,
born there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was born there and raised there.
I wanted to actually ask you, how did you get out? Do you know of a man who also takes away well, I guess you could say has been smuggling elves outside of Neveska.
Tensel at this point will stand sort of excitedly and then grab for his amulet, his family crest on his necklace, and then like pull it out toward her. You mean this?
I recognize the sigil, don't I?
I would say, yeah.
Yeah. The Mila is just gonna kind of leap in and give him a hug.
Aww.
Aww. After a moment, he might hug back. He's kind of confused.
I'm very sorry.
Do you know where he is? Is he still out there?
No, I don't know. But
You'll see him kind of deflate.
I'm sorry.
No reason to apologize. I've been searching for years.
I hope to find him too, because I want to thank him. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just glad to see that you are well, Lady Leofina.
Thanks.
She just kind of backs away toward Lynn.
Awkward elven conversation.
This is what happens when you get two shy people together.
When two introverts try to talk.
It's just I have a good video for this later.
Welcome to Social Anxiety 101.
Yeah, she just kind of sits back and just playing with her sleeves of her dress a bit. You see a little smile on her face.
You'll definitely notice the hope in Tensel's eyes.
Oh, I love them. I ship them. Sorry, it's very cute.
Samco.
So
Yes. Sorry.
So eventually, you guys, after a while, you guys are going to start hearing kind of people from the gates again. Slowly, people coming into the town, kind of checking the damage. So there was pretty good damage. There's crack in the ground. Buildings are torn, destroyed. This thing was huge enough to displace some things. Yeah. And just down the way, you will hear kind of the running of shoes and kind of a familiar voice just kind of like screaming at people. It's going to tell them, the person's going to be telling them, one, get the fuck out the way. And eventually, kind of emerging from a little bit of a crowd that's kind of around the area is Cole.
Lynn!
And
Sorry.
immediately runs up to hug him.
He'll hug her back almost immediately.
It's like, it's not just a hug, it's like a full-on glomp.
Aww.
What?
Aeson will too.
Just
Aw, bye. Okay.
Well,
Well, now this is awkward.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
So yeah, no, he'll hold her in the embrace and he'll make sure, he'll check her over, like
Hope he catches.
kind of make sure that she's not injured. Just kind of look over her arms, her cheek, her her chin. What happened?
A lot of shit. First off, glad you're okay. Second off, it wasn't you. Unfortunately. I mean, not fortunately, but unfortunately, but I mean,
Wasn't
I'm
me
sure.
what? Wasn't what?
who was in the picture, but that's another thing. We have more important things to talk about.
as you just drag him over towards the group and just whisper to him.
Tristan was here.
The king,
There's- Yeah,
like the king.
the High King.
Oh, yeah, this guy right here.
He's already walked off.
I know, I know.
He's gone.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I just was like, the guy right here, the one that's still
Like-
standing here, but isn't supposed to be here.
Like, she's basically going to describe, it's like,
Yeah, pretty boy, kind of longish hair, kind of looks like a
I see.
Yeah.
Yes.
a lot.
Where's
but
Where's Zachariah?
she's just going to stop for a moment and look down for a bit.
Mila's gonna bite her lip.
He wasn't the one, was he?
No,
No,
but
no. No.
it was someone who was recently close to him.
I see.
He
The gods took too much from him this
he went
day.
off. I don't know if he'll be back.
He'll nod. And then he'll kind of look over and he'll see Charity and Maggie and Mila.
Hi.
This.
Maggie's gonna wave.
What's the chances of this? You're not going to burn my house down this time, are you?
Maggie's gonna laugh.
gonna grin.
I would
Wait.
hope not, but if it makes any consolation, I jumped off one. By the way, she's gonna dart off to go get her viola and start climbing up the house again.
Oh no, there she goes again.
What is she doing?
How much air does she have?
Too much.
All of it.
quite a lot.
Too much.
I love how everyone's just like, "Yep, that's Maggie." She's just like hoisting herself up this house, just like nobody cares. Like,
I mean, Mila tries to say Maggie, right?
Yes.
Maggie, I can, help with that if you like. No, I don't have any spells left. Oh,
Oh, so that's the lover girl.
Maggie's gonna
Sounds
get up at the
good.
top and she's gonna wait. I'm sorry, what?
Oh, Aeson's just nodding because he got called out.
I had a feeling I'd met the both of you.
Maggie's gonna get on the top of the roof, and then she's gonna like look down to everybody. Found it.
Can you, Maggie? Hi. Can you please be careful?
By the way, Cole, can I have that letter I gave you?
Yes.
So Maggie's gonna try to jump down from the roof. Not like completely. She's gonna like jump down a little bit and then jump down a little bit. Do you want me to do another acrobatics check?
No.
Maggie's the sort of person who broke a lot of bones as a kid, isn't she?
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Yep.
Ask
Sorry.
Aeson. He was there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
I'm gonna
Tensel,
I'm
I'm gonna try to
catch her.
if she tries to do that, how far away is she?
I'm gonna do lucky on it. Hold on. I'm gonna do lucky on it.
No,
Well,
save that because okay, never mind.
you do have lucky, don't you?
Yes, I do.
So many times.
I don't have Featherfall anymore.
I feel like she stumbles the first half and everybody's like running over to go catch her, and then she like lands and she's like, "What?"
So I think as the group kind of laughs and they get this kind of moment of just kind of an uplift, the people around town are going to look somber. They're going to be very sad. Pieces of their home has been destroyed, and unfortunately, as much as you guys have attempted to save people before you got out on the street, there is a handful of dead.
I'm gonna do enthralling performance to try to cheer them up.
Yeah, actually, Lynn's gonna join her for that and actually speak to the crowd.
So Maggie's gonna pull out her viola and just try to play like she's playing a very respectful tune, but she's trying to like cheer them up too. Like she's trying to respect their emotions, but at the same time she's trying to make it, you know how music can make it less painful? That's what she's trying to do. And anybody that knows Maggie's seen this before, but like Maggie usually glows a little bit when she does this. Like she has magic from the Fae. So she glows a little bit and she has like stars around her and stuff like that. And like she makes herself really, really pretty.
Yeah.
So if you want to tease Aeson more, that's why I'm telling you this.
Yeah, it's like, especially like motivated by Maggie's performance and by her little light. Oh, right. And just follow up and speak to the crowd.
Today was a very mournful day, but one they should carry on, not just for those who have passed, but for the future as well. Look on to tomorrow and live for those who have passed here. Give to those who have given you this extra chance. To the heroes, to the High King, to all who gave for you. Let this day be a reminder that no matter what avails come before you, fate shall not have the final say.
Ah, fuck me.
You did good. No, that was good.
That was
beautiful.
good. That was awesome.
That was. I could have done better.
Shut up, you did fine.
I think you did great.
I think you did wonderful, yeah.
That was awesome.
As far as speeches go, they're never exactly perfect.
Mm-hmm. And this is especially bad because, like, she has to do something to try to calm the people before people just look too much into this and just starting to panic and just fall apart.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
there
what
are-
Maggie's trying to do too. She's trying to do crowd control as well. So Lynn and Maggie are on the same page. Hey, Aeson, you got your hands full with these two.
Mm-hmm.
They're already on the same wavelength.
Yeah,
You got Aeson's Angels.
there is a somber kind of understanding of the words of everything that's happened, and though people are happy that a lot of lives were saved, there is, there's just still that overhanging kind of just feeling of loss.
Did my enthralling performance do anything for him?
It does. Like so at this point, nobody's like outright bawling their eyes out. I mean, people have been lost, and so we can't make everybody.
No, I know that. I was just wondering if it helped. I'm not saying that made them happy.
Oh no, it definitely
down
helped.
the street, but like I was
Like I
hoping
said.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it definitely helped. Nobody's bawling, which I think if there was no performance, if there was no speech, if there had been nothing to kind of put anything in context for anybody, this would just be a sad moment. There would be no recognition that it could have been worse. There would be no recognition of pretty much anything besides loss.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, Maggie's gonna go up to Lynn and after that, and she's gonna hold out her hand and be like, "Hi, I'm Maggie."
Lynn's just gonna like jolt up a little bit, like just a little shock.
Uh,
And just extend a hand.
just call me Lynn.
It's nice to meet you, just Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll smile.
Haha.
She's just gonna give a little hearty handshake.
You know you got a hell of a boy with Aeson.
Oh, I know. She's gonna look over at him, and then she's gonna go over to Mila, and she's gonna be like, "Hi, I'm Maggie," and she's gonna hold her hand out.
Hi, Mila, Theophina?
Do you just stutter all the time?
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
curious. What? I'm just curious.
Relax, both of you.
Mila, and Cole's going to kind of walk over. So this is Mila. She is an amazing spellcaster and mage. And
Really?
Mila, this is Maggie. This is the person who burnt down my house.
Listen, I did not.
And he's gonna have a large smile, like he's just messing with you.
Lynn's just gonna give her like a little cross. It's like,
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm the one that saved him from that. And she's
By
Yes.
not
burning
gonna
his
say that.
house down.
Yes.
Listen, you were there too, Charity. You helped.
And I
saved
take
everyone.
full responsibility for it.
I'm taking responsibility for it, but I'm just telling you that it was for a good cause.
Well, I'm
Alright,
just gonna
at this
say that
point, what
you
time
two are
is
the
it?
reason I'm gonna have a new house.
Oh, Maggie's gonna look at Cole and look at Lynn.
Mila's gonna lean close to Maggie, just be like, I heard them one night.
Maggie's just gonna pat Mila's head. I'm so sorry.
Mila, gain inspiration.
I already have
well deserved.
Oh damn.
It was so loud I couldn't sleep.
Maggie's just gonna be like, but yeah, Mila, don't. I know we just met, but don't be so hard on yourself. I can already tell you're very hard on yourself. Just smile, and you'll be fine. You should be very proud of yourself. You're very powerful. Just don't stutter. Be confident. And she's gonna like knock her in the shoulder a little bit.
Ow.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you, but you get the point.
I'm sorry.
You can do it.
Okay.
So
You're the one that kept saying sorry. Stop it.
Oh my god, no.
everyone,
Sorry.
no, it's fine. I think our best time is spent until tonight to help these people. However, drinks on me tonight.
Oh.
I could
If there's still an endless
I can agree
standing.
to that. And with that, Tensel's going to start actually trying to clean up some of the debris around.
Okay.
Maggie would go and help.
Yeah, Aeson will help out.
Oh wait, Max, did you want to?
So-
We'll do
you're
our
back?
moment. We'll do the moment later.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So let's kind of come away from the group, and let's continue on with Zachariah, who is unfortunately carrying Flora.
I think for the most, Zachariah is carrying Flora out of the city at this point and just off into one of the hilltops. More than likely, probably the hilltop that they landed on with the other dragon.
Okay.
He's going to be carrying her to there, and he's going to be very fervently for anything. He's going to be digging a grave. In this grave is going to be not only the corpse of Flora, but also 2 backpacks stained with blood. Searching around, you'll look and disappointed he can't find something, but he's going to hold out a dagger in his hand. As much as I thought you were foolish, this day proved that you were a lot wiser than a lot of the men and women who called themselves the leaders here today. And with that, he's going to drop he's going to drop Farron's dagger into the grave as well.
Okay.
And with that, while standing over the grave and not quite, he hasn't filled it in at all at this point. He's going to give one last glance over to his grandfather's notebook before laying it in the grave. Stepping out, he's going to stand right there at the edge of it. Digging in from his clothes, he's going to pull out the pendant. If there's really something you wish for me to do, then prove it. With that, he's going to uncork the potion. He's going to drink it. His grandfather's potion.
Okay.
Either poison takes him or life takes him.
Oh, you drank that one.
Yeah, that one. So that's
So-
up to...
Let's recap exactly what that potion is, shall we?
So this is a potion that Zachariah had earned, not earned per se, but he got from the last remaining items of his grandfather, his mentor. And seeing that it was a liquid, he never was able to figure out from many different opinions what it was. And having Hades himself in his mind look at it, it was either told to him to be a great poison or a great potion of a boon, not an actual boon, but of great help.
So here's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Your vision is going to go blurry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
You're going to lose your footing, and eventually you're going to fall to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
The world around you is going to start to spin. Eventually, you'll slowly watch as the sun sets and your eyes close. You hear whirling. A black darkness surrounds you. You'll see your grandfather's face. Passing. Screaming. Blackness again. More whirling. And eventually, you'll be in this evanescent glow of kind of standing next to a small lake. And you'll hear feet moving towards you. As you turn, you'll see your grandfather.
Oh man.
I didn't expect to see you here.
It didn't matter.
But it does.
The man I was died that day. It was either this happened or someone new took on and lived on for a new goal. But regardless,
My
I'm so
question,
happy to see.
and he'll smile. I'm happy to see you too. If only it were forever.
What do you mean?
This isn't permanent. You're visiting.
Zachariah's going to look extremely disappointed, but quickly coming to his understanding. Accept it. Very visually accept it.
I cannot wait until you can join me here. But there is far more for you that lies before you. I'm sorry for your loss. I truly am.
Me too. Hopefully, you two find each other. She really loved your work.
I'll keep her company.
Thank you.
I left you in a really bad situation. I passed on that book with my works. I'm glad you got to see the world. But I'm sorry that the world was as cruel to you as it was me. I only ever wish for your happiness.
Thank you.
No one makes your path but you. I want you to know that. While we have this time here. Not the king. Not any legendary guilds. Not any person makes your path but you. And I don't want... And he's going to kind of croak a little bit. I don't want the memory of what my son did to you to hold you back. The things that he put you through.
I think at that, Zachariah himself is very much just going to grasp this being at his back, just hearing that.
In a short amount of time, you will go back. But there are some things that I've hidden back in your world. Something that might make someone's stay in this world a bit shorter. Zachariah. At the tip of Bravo Mountain, the very peak, I've hidden a scroll of resurrection. The last of them. I don't want it to go unfound or be found by the wrong person. And I trust you. It is yours. It is your birthright. Your great-great-grandfather made the last of them.
What do you mean? This isn't something you've told me before.
There's a few things that I haven't told you. And I promise that I will eventually. I don't think this will be our last time meeting. In one way or another.
As grim as it is to say, I'd hope not.
The gods, Zachariah, haven't forsaken you. I know it seems like it does. But this, and he kind of motions around, this isn't the afterlife. This is a place in between. A place of safety. Nothing can get here besides gods, only good ones. And unfortunately, me. For now. there's a possibility I might return or pass on. A few people. There are 2 tiefling parents here looking for their daughter.
Oh, boy.
And a few more other people who... well, it's important to know that the precipice of change is upon the world. And you play a crucial part. If you choose. But if not, you will live a happy life. Either way. And I just want you to know, no matter what you choose, Zachariah, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of what you've done. The people you've helped. The experiences you've had. I'm proud.
Yeah, Zachariah is just very stoically crying at this point, with a smile on his face. Just keeping it very quietly to himself.
Eventually, he's going to start getting a little blurry. And so will everything around him. And just before he slips away, just remember, I love you. And with that, you'll eventually wake up on the ground. With this potion taking, your character will permanently raise 10 HP. And your strength stat will go up by 1 point, as well as your intelligence.
Oh, okay.
When you come to, very familiar dragon will be kind of standing over the grave. I was almost worried you'd be dead. The dragon, of course, will be the one in which you remember, which traveled you from Nottingham, or close to, or not Nottingham, from like closer to like Barrier's Peak to Krokka, just landing you out of the. I can't help but feel a bit responsible for her death.
No. I know who I blame for this, and you are not to blame. You made your choices.
I did. But I didn't forsake you. She... it seems that since you were the only one burying her, you were the only one who cared. I traded that scroll for her land. I'm the reason she came to Krokka. She was the backup I promised.
Well, I don't know whether to be... No. Zachariah is just going to stand, push himself out of this grave, and climb up out of it. With that, just doffing his jacket and just standing with what little he still has on, his backpack probably off to the side of the grave as he dug.
Okay.
Hands completely drenched in mud, as he doesn't have a shovel, so it took him a long time.
I'm sure. Would you like me to cover her?
No, that's something I would wish to do, but if you feel responsible, would you care to enter into a deal with me?
I will enter a deal with you as she would have. Yes.
I need to get to the tip of the mountain. If you feel guilty for her death, then bring me there and I might be able to undo this.
It will take us most of the night. Is there anybody you need to inform? Your friends?
Zachariah is going to look over to the city. No. If we meet again, then so be it. But they have made choices to follow a path, and I have a choice of my own now. And I don't know if I'm going to choose theirs.
So we're going to cut from the scene as he lowers his neck after you guys have covered the grave and readies to take you to the point of Bravo. Thanks everybody for sticking with us. If you've stuck with us, I know it is 1 a.m. We've been playing for such a long time, but this is going to be great. Thank you guys so much for showing up. Thank you for being such amazing players and doing wonderful things. Thanks for tuning in.
Woo!
And remember, for those of you who love this, come back, keep enjoying, and remember to keep your opportunities open.
There's a line.
Bye.
Bye.
Please,
Bye, everyone.
I would love to sleep now.
Okay.
Hello again everyone, my name is Winter and I'm the co-owner of Opportunity Roll and player of Charity. I hope you enjoyed the episode as much as we did. Don't worry, there's more coming. I also wanted to let everyone know the yearly charity stream is coming up again on November 2nd through to November 3rd for Extra Life. A huge thank you to our very own Max, or Aeson Goldhand, for helping us set it up. More information on the event is in the description. A big thank you to Purple Planet Music as we use their music for our soundtrack, and to Kobold Press as we use some of their monsters to keep our game interesting. Don't forget to like, comment, and follow our podcast on whichever streaming service you use. Find us on Facebook and YouTube at Opportunity Roll, and email us at opportunityroll.podcast@gmail.com. Thank you again for being awesome and listening to our podcast, and don't forget, keep your opportunities open.